Thanks, guys. Take care. Say bye to the construction guys. My house burned down in the 4 Mile Canyon fire about a year ago. And so we're up here in the mountains. Today is the day they're pouring the foundation, which is really exciting, a year later. And I'm going to put some things in the concrete. This somebody gave me after the fire. This actually went through the fire. I used to collect blown glass, art glass, and this is all that's left of my glass collection, this little lump. Because most of us who lost homes in the fire lost absolutely everything. There was really nothing left here except ash and metal. Yeah, this is when it's starting to feel real. Starting to feel real.
Once we frame the house, it'll really feel like a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be great. A couple of weeks. 4 weeks from now.
Yeah, 4 weeks from now we'll have the stick out lighting.
And one tall stone. We can get on it.
Today we're pouring the foundation and hopefully the house will be done in about 6 months. I was out on the west coast when my house burned down on vacation with my dog and my kayak, and the day that I heard my house burn down was the day I was starting to drive home. So I drove 1,700 miles across country by myself after my house had burned down. And a lot of friends talked me across country. It was the longest drive of my life, I have to say. And so I wasn't here to save anything. So pretty much nothing was left from the fire except this little handful of stuff. Prints in the new foundation? Let's go put your paw prints in, okay? That's a good girl.
There we go.
There you go, Nellie. What a good girl. Oh.
One more.
Well, it was a real mix of emotions, as you can imagine. It was about a week after the house had actually burned down. You know, it took me a while to drive across country, and about 6 very brave friends came with me. And a friend of mine beforehand had said she was going to get scarves for all of our heads because of all the ash. And I said, well then this should be a pirate expedition. We should all be pirates. So we made pirate flags. We all had pirate flags. We had a stuffed animal parrot, and we had scarves on our heads, and we called it the Pirate Expedition. So we tried to make it kind of a festive occasion, but it was also really solemn because I came up and there was nothing left. One of the things that people had told me was, oh, you'll be amazed at what you find. You know, you're going to find parts of photo albums, and we found nothing. There was nothing left. My house burned down when I was 12 years old, and it was a house fire, so you could find things. But a wildfire is much, much hotter than a regular house fire. So in a wildfire, everything is incinerated. It's just ashes. It was about 3 feet of white ash. And my other feeling was, it's not as bad as I thought, because this is the edge of the burn. So up the hill it was black, but in front of me was still some green. So it was that mix of feeling of, it's amazing, I can't believe that every single thing I owned is gone, and my home of almost 20 years is gone. But it wasn't as bad as I thought in terms of the land.
You can do something there. I'll put some more concrete around it.
Say yes.
There you go. You want to put it in a little further?
Yeah. Think about it a lot, and I know, you know, having had my house burned down as a kid, I know that the process goes on after that day. You know, that day's the beginning of getting to know your house again. There's another fire survivor who writes a beautiful blog called Life After the Fire. Her name is Brooke, and she calls her old house the ghost house. She said, you have your new house, but you always have the ghost house, like the ghost of the house you used to live in hanging out. And I think that's going to be true. I'll have this beautiful new house that's come at quite a cost emotionally and financially, and it'll be wonderful, and in a way it will be a stranger to me. So it'll be like a friend that I have to get to know all over again. Because my old house was my good friend. I knew all of its quirks, all of its faults, and this new house will be like a new friend. that I'll have to get to know. And it'll be a learning curve for both of us, me and the house.